everybody, welcome back to my channel, Boomy Reactions. For those of you who are new, I am Boomy. Hello, thank you very much for watching, and for everyone else, welcome back, my lovelies. It's lovely to see you again. And today, guys, I've got another video from Cowboy Kent Rollins. Yes, of course I have. I'm loving watching these videos right now, guys. So today we're going to be watching the Oklahoma onion burger. Now, I have not heard of an onion burger before. I'm assuming it's going to be an awesome burger that's just slathered with onions. It's got to be, hasn't it? But how are the onions prepared on it? I don't know. Like fried onions would be my preference because I'm a huge onion fan. I love onions. I'm not a big fan of the breath afterwards, but I love onions. I love the flavor. So that's what I'm thinking it is. So I think we're just going to have to wait and see, aren't we, guys? Let's get on with the video. If you are liking these videos, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. It's hugely beneficial for the channel. And thank you so much in advance. Much love. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, let's play the video. Play. What is this? Warning, Ken is about to sing. Yes, please. I want to hear Ken sing.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. Oklahoma is also known for something else besides the Beagle and Cowboy Kent. What is it? Fried onion burger. It is meat and onion and some bun and some mustard and a pickle, and that was something cheap that we could feed people. But you don't have to drive now because we're fitting to show you how to make it.
Ken's got his can't be full on classy. Well, not classy, it's fancy. They can't be full on fancy. Apron on. Yes, I love it.
Hey, thank y'all for stopping by the backyard on a breezy afternoon it is. Y'all heard me say it, skirt alert, put a rock in your pocket. You better go somewhere today and huddle up because it's breezy it is. And what are we talking about? Fried onion burger.
It's always windy in Oklahoma,
Man, we used
guys.
to load up when I was little and we'd go over here to Mangum, Oklahoma to the Hamburger Inn, and there'd be a line out the door forever, and you'd wait, but it was oh so worth the wait. According to legend, it is about 1926, a man by the name of Ross Davis in Ardmore, Oklahoma. As things was sort of progressing through the Depression, meat was high, onion was cheap.
Yeah.
We was looking for ways to combine things where we could make it more feasible for the customers to come in and buy something, and little did he know it was going to come out to be a national treasure talked about for generations and generations in Oklahoma as the fried onion burger. Now, most of the time in them old restaurants, and I remember going in that and over at Mangum.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Ken. Can you imagine creating this burger, and unbeknownst to you, this is going to be a national treasure? Like, people are going to talk about this literally in like 100 years' time. That's amazing. What a legacy.
There was that old flat griddle, and I mean that thing had been polished like solid stainless steel, and they just take that old grill rock of a morning and just polish it down through there. You could hear it cook in the kitchen in there about 10 o'clock. The aroma that come out of there, and they'd open the door on purpose there at Mangum and let it drift out the window and come back around to all them people. You stand in line from 11 o'clock to 1 just to get them. You see me in there, slice it paper thin. The thinner you can get it, the better. And then I just need you to put them in a colander.
I have had a bad experience with the slicer that he's used, a mandolin. I have slipped not that long ago. I have slipped when slicing potatoes. I think it was entirely my own fault, obviously not using it properly. And yeah, I slipped and my thumb went through it, and I can't use them. I haven't been able to use them since. I'm too scared. I'm going to cut myself.
Put you some salt on them because we need to let them drip. Now, see there, that's in about 30 minutes. Them onions have said, hey, I'm going to give up some of that moisture. Because
do you prefer a white or a yellow onion?
Either one, but I'm pretty partial to a Vidalia, but either onion works really well. I just wouldn't use a purple onion. But after you've let these onions and you've run them through whatever you got to get them as thin as you can get them, put the salt on them, let them set for about 30 to 45 minutes.
Why? I think I've just interrupted Kent before he's going to tell me. What is the purpose of of salting these onions and allowing the moisture to come away from them. Does it make these onions, did they cook quicker without catching on the grill, or that they're softer to begin with? Am I thinking that's why this process is important? I've not done that before, ever, in any cooking recipe or anything. So I'm curious, what does that do to the onions, guys?
Then I need you to dump them out on this towel. Well, not this towel. Y'all ain't gonna have it. Y'all gonna have to dump them out on your own towel. This is 2 onion. And folks, when you're talking about an onion burger, you can't have too many. If you got some left over that ain't in there that you can't fit in the bun, hey, just keep piling it on there and build sideboards around it, because we got to have them. So we're just gonna dry them out really well. Just let them sit right there and let them mind their own business. Let's talk about the meat that goes in this fried onion burger. Now this ain't grilled, and we ain't got a flat griddle, but we got a 20-inch skillet we do sitting over there. So we're starting out with some certified Angus beef, 80/20 it is. I have known them to use anywhere from 3 ounces to 6 ounces.
When Kent says 80/20, how, over in our supermarkets over here, how I would know the fat content of minced beef, ground beef, I think they're the same thing. Our packets tell us what the fat content is, and I have used a high fat content for burgers, and similarly I've used a lean meat as well, and they both yield quite different results, don't they? Like the fatty one does tend to be juicier. I think it carries a bit more moisture, whereas the leaner mince can dry out if you overcook it, and there's a very fine line between cooking it perfectly and overcooking it. But I do like, I don't know, it's got a meatier flavor. Like you can really taste that the beef in it. But is that what Kent is referring to when he said 80/20? Does that mean the same thing as a 20% fat minced beef? That's what I would call it over here. I'm sure it's got to be right. It's got to be the same thing. Yeah? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
I just need you to make them about the size of a small baseball, wouldn't you say? I would say that was...
No, I would call that a really large golf ball.
Okay, well in Pee-wees, when I was coaching Pee-wee ball, this is pretty close to about the same kind of ball. Yeah, not bad. So we started out with a pound of meat. So we're gonna see, can we get about 4 of these out of there, which ought to work about right. Make sure that 20-inch skillet is hot, because when you fry anybody's hamburger meat, you're gonna get a little bit of shrinkage there. That's why I'd rather start out with quite a bit than not enough. So let me get this out of the way. We got them all, the participants there sitting there ready. But guess what? I need Shan to reset the camera, because I want y'all to see what's fitting to happen in that Big 20 on the new Bertha.
The new
Our good
Bertha.
friends up there at Hasty Bake, Rich and all them good people, they have been sort of working with me in the past year of trying to develop a Bertha that was like the Cadillac of all things. And this is her, folks.
Wow.
We're going to make a few changes to it here and there, but this side will flip up and we'll give you a tour.
That's
a little longer around here. But
Bertha.
hey, these could be coming to you in the very near future. So let's get to cooking. Well, the 20 is getting hot over here, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to add us some Kerrygold butter. Yep, y'all seen me use it in the past for many things, but we got to have it today. And I'm going to chunk her down in there, and I'd say that was about the right amount, but I love butter, so we're going to put 1 more in there.
I love butter.
Well, the Kerrygold is melted in that Big 20 there is, and say that Big 20, a lot of you are going to ask, hey, where can I get one of them? That's an old Lodge. They do not make these anymore. You can occasionally find one, but folks, them things is like gold. They high. They do make a 17 that's got 2 handles on it. You just have to sort of look for them. But if you can go to a flea market and find one of these, them things is a treasure. Just go ahead and set you some of them in there, and there is a sizzling sound in there. And you have heard me say, when you're grilling burgers, don't mash them. But folks, we finna mash the ever-loving whatchamacallit out of these right here we are. And we're gonna mash them with a Hasty Bake masher, we are. So just to get to mashing them, it's a handy dandy tool that makes meat disappear. Where'd the meat go?
They do stick to it, don't they?
Remember them onions that sit there and sweated and got all good and dry? Folks, let's cover them up. I'm talking like, let's give them an onion bath. I don't want to see no meat in there. I just want to see some onion in there. Yes, sirree. And them that fall off the burger, don't worry. Them is just getting added flavor to everything that we're doing. And remember, onions was cheap and still are, and beef was high. So hey, you might have had a 1 to 17 ratio on onions to beef. So
Didn't you use onions like as a poultice? Or?
In our cookies cures, onions is so good for you. Cure that there whooping cough, and also it is good for asthma. It is also good for sinus relief. So you can go back. I bet Andy and Shan would have that video linked there to it to where you could find it.
That's a real thing. That's a cowboy poultice. That's quite clever. I imagine it would have a similar effect, like that menthol, very strong menthol smells would have. You catch it right at the back of your nose within like your sinuses, and it clears all your airways. So I imagine it's very, very similar. But if you imagine when you're cutting up onions, you can literally feel it making your eyes water. So that's got to be good for the old sinuses, hasn't it? I like that.
We're gonna cook these. I want you to get that mash, remember, for about 30 to 40 seconds, and then we're gonna dump them onions on there, and we're gonna let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. And this is when you're gonna just do a little light seasoning right here, and we'll season them again when we turn them over.
And seasons his burgers.
But when we turn them over, you've
good.
got to have something's big enough that can grab a hold of it. Put your hand on top of them onions, and then let's flip them over. Because the onions is going to end up on the bottom here in a minute, and we're going to mash that meat just a little more to incorporate all that good flavor of that onion plumb up there through it.
Ooh.
Well, we've been on about 3 minutes, we have, and I begin to see some browning around that edge. So remember, your spatula is big enough to get there. Just place your hand on there, turn it over, and you can see that good color we got, and give it a little mash there. Let me just scoot right over here so y'all can still see what's happening. Whew, I'm loving me some fried onion burger. So we've been on about probably
amazing.
2 or 3 minutes. Time to break out the buns, because when we can put them on here just like so, bottom bun right next to the meat, and we ain't putting no cheese on them yet, but it's gonna steam that good onion flavor up there into that bun. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Get all the flavor out of that onion you can. And we'll let that go for just a little bit, and then we'll pull them buns off, put us some special sauce on it while the cheese is melting on there. Then we're gonna wrap a lip around it and call it woo-wee, larrapin' good.
What's the special sauce, guys? Oh, here we go. Special sauce, I think. Yes. So the last one of Kent's videos I watched where I don't think it was a special sauce, I think it was a secret sauce. It was the video where he was making the Cowboy Big Macs. It doesn't look like the same, so I don't think it's actually the same sauce. It looks a little bit paler in color, so maybe there's like more mustard in this one. It looks a bit mustardy, doesn't it? Oh, I wonder if he's got another video with the sauce recipe. Looks good. And the cheese goes on as well.
It's fitting.
Hungry.
You're making an Oklahoma burger when it's this windy.
Yeah, Oklahoma's known for a lot of things, but down here in our part of the state, it's known for, hey, it might be a dab breezy, but hey, every day's a great day above the grass and a great day for an onion burger. Now, y'all seen me was going along there, and you put them buns back out there, make sure that bottom is on the top, okay? Does that make sense, Shan? The bottom is on the top.
Okay.
Because you're getting that infusion of that sweated onion flavor coming up through there in that bun. And ooh, if you don't do it, you didn't do it Oklahoma traditional style. And then, hey, take that off there, put the cheese under there. When you get under there to flip it, hold that bottom bun, flip it over, coming over, turn it over. You seen me mix up me some special condiment. What would you think would go best on an onion burger?
see.
Some good French onion dip or with a little mustard and some W sauce. You can't go wrong.
Sauce. Worcestershire sauce. What's French onion dip,
So good.
guys?
Folks, I'm 7 years old again, standing in line waiting for one of them, and this one is better than the one I had.
Oh, that's
Oh, it
so
brings back so
cute.
many memories. Hang on. Have your napkin, because you're going to need it. Hey, Big, I want to thank you for always helping me out. I done peeled all the onion off this. You do like a little cheese on your burger.
No.
There you go, my buddy. Dad and Mom love you a bunch, and you got a lot of fans.
Oh, here comes.
I'm a fan.
Whoa.
Oh, and here comes Major.
Let me find another.
Better find more
The
beef.
mage.
Let me find another piece of meat I can pull off there. Without an onion. Where's the mage? And anybody know where Duker is today?
Where's
Duker is
Duke?
napping.
Oh,
You just
okay.
can't get no better than that. It's just
He's missing
traditionally
out. He's not gonna be
Oklahoma born
happy.
and bred. And it's a great thing. Remember everything that we, whoa, guess what? My dancing partner today will be the lovely, brand new Bertha. Bertha is hot and she said we ought to do something hot. So we're gonna do it.
Yes.
Oklahoma burger dance.
Flip that burger, flip it back,
that
flip it up
burger.
in the air fast you can. Woo wee, shake that booty.
I
Don't
love
get no
his
better
food
than that, it
dances.
don't. And folks, like I'm telling you, when we got them ready to roll out, we'll sure be letting you know. Keep an eye on the website, because hey, a lot of things coming up this summer. We'll be in Memorial Day weekend. We'll be in Lebanon, Missouri. Wagons for Warriors, such a great cause. Love for y'all to come out and support it. But
Ooh, did any of you
Sadie's
go?
babies is doing good. They about 9 days old, and whoo, they is fat. She is a good mama. Thank y'all so much, and remember, everything we use will be listed down there in the little link below. As always, I tip my hat to all our servicemen and women and all the veterans who have kept that old flag flying over camp. No matter where me and Shan are at, it's gonna be there. But guess what? Oklahoma, where the burgers come blowing down the plains. They would today, wouldn't they, Shan? So folks, God bless you, each and every one, and I'll see you down the fried onion burger trail.
Bye, Kent.
Have temporarily malfunction of electronic equipment. Whew. That's hot.
I love the little bloopers, the blooper reels. Oh, wow, guys, that looks amazing. So, in my family and growing up, we are avid onion lovers. So, whenever we had a barbecue, or we were making burgers or just hot dogs or anything like that, so mainly a barbecue, we would have like a huge separate pan of just chopped fried onions, because every single one of us is going to come over and just dunk it straight onto all of our burgers and our hot dogs. So I think this would be an absolute winner in my family. I think they would absolutely love this recipe. My favorite thing about this recipe is that it utilizes the onion so well. It's like it uses the onion 3 ways. Do you know what I mean? So you've got the onions that are added to the patties as they're cooking, so the flavors kind of intermingle and really melt into each other. And then the addition of the bun on top of the onion. So like Kent said, that flavor steams up into the bun. So, and then the cheese as well. So the cheese is added, and the flavor must be so, so strong, which is just what you want. So, oh my gosh, yes, please. This looks amazing. I'm going to have to try this. But remember, guys, if you don't do it exactly the way that Kent does this, it's not Oklahoma style. So you've got to follow it step by step. But yeah, what a national treasure. Oh my gosh, I'm going to try this, guys. This looks absolutely amazing. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video with me today, guys. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.